Dārgie draugi, no kuras izlases ir viskaistākās meitenes to? No kuras?
Well, welcome everybody to the Riga Arena. We're only going to say that one more time after this. It's been a marvellous time here. Only 2 more games. Sweden in the yellow, Latvia in the burgundy uniform. And Sweden get the first look at it in the half court. Roy puts it on the floor, straight down the gut of the defense for 2. And you've just got to say, where has that been for the last game and a half? Because she is just lightning going to the hoop.
Yeah, it's such important for a team to score quick first basket in this situation when you're playing do or die games. So great decision from Lloyd.
Turnover and Elderbrink. The L inversion goes to Lloyd again. He's short but gets her own rebound. Elderbrink gets it to Halverson. And Elderbrink stops and pops and knocks it down. And Sweden never got into a set. We've been pleading with them to run it loose for this competition because they are so good in broken play. Diliaku in the half court. They just need to settle down now, Latvia. Mane has nowhere to go. Nice front cut. Great finish. Super finish by Villabelle. Beautiful front cut. Elderbrink pushes the other way, and this is the tempo that should suit a Swedish team that really does excite. In the corner for 3 is short. And Diliaku where she likes to be in the open floor. 4-on-3 break. Bray fires up the 3, is short. And Callis Lloyd will bring it down. And then Elderbrink looks inside, doesn't want to give it to Halverson. And I have Limane. Gets that long leg left leg out and prevents the post entry.
Yeah, so we can see so far really not overcombining the offense from Swedish team, and I think that really suits them to run the floor and try to use a quick advantage what the defensive players going to create for them.
So he rolls mid-range. Nice skip pass. Lloyd attacks that drive lane again for 2, and she has started strong. Drive to the hoop, great little finish, and Sweden have a 6-2 advantage. Diliaku into the half court, gets the handoff, attacks it. Wow. Took contact, off balance, still found the glass. Elderbrink pushes and pops, and that is Swedish basketball at its best. Scored against. Diliaku's on the floor down the other end, and Elderbrink takes advantage. Diliaku looks inside, has to take the long 2, not in rhythm. And Elderbrink will take the ball screen, big screen by Zui. Extra, Lloyd wide open for 3, is short. Halverson keeps it alive, Elderbrink recovers, and Sweden get a reset. Halverson going to work down low, off the glass. Tremendous defense. Villabelle just stood her ground. Back cut. Got Mane. Beautiful running hook for 2, and both teams with real intent early.
Yeah, and I'm really pleased to see this high intensive tempo of the game so far, because both teams know what they play for, and for Latvia I think it's really important that other players are going to support Elina Dikaelaku offensively.
Elderbrink against the closeout, Halverson loses it. Zui with a 3, where she's been very effective. Lloyd gets a piece and is active, possibly as active as she's been in this whole competition. Diliaku just about beats the 8 count to get it over. Puvele will reverse it. Spelmane again, the attack of the closeout is sweet. Spelmane knocks down the mid-range 2 and ties it at 8. Halverson, baseline, needs a pass. Zowie goes inside to Elderbrink. Inside out turnover.
Great rotation. doubling the player in the middle of the paint and then chase the first pass.
Well, the intent was good because the mismatch was there, but the execution a little bit to be desired.
Yeah, that screen on Pilavert, this is that attack of Elena De Carla over the defensive hand. Latvia right now have had those mismatches, but the first case they didn't really focus or force the pass in there, and that's why Stadmane had that baseline penetration. But the other hand, you want to change the angle to have a better pass.
McGarity checks in, yet to explode, if that's the right word, in this tournament. Eldebrink slices through, gets the two. Oh, blows it. Wow, wide open at the ring, just popped it in and it popped out. Riaku, post entry. Darmani had nowhere to go. Zoe's just too big and too everything in that situation. Frida Eldebrink. Garrity on the inside, and she's going to travel. But many people looking at McGarity and seeing that, you know, the WNBA first-round draft pick should be, wow, she should be this, she should be that. Don't forget, she's straight out of college. You know, up until a few weeks ago, she was playing under 22 basketball. Really, really well though at Virginia Tech, but has a future. It's really has struggled a little bit with the physicality, Teresa.
Yeah, but we've seen her getting better by every game by grabbing those 9 rebounds in yesterday's games against strong French bigs, and she really does adjust to the senior level game by game.
Well, Nystrom with the palm of her hand, apparently. Let's take a look. Well, maybe the forearm, but definitely a foul. Teslina checks in, turns over. And then Eldebrink has a look at what she has with Garrity on the wing, goes inside. Zowie goes up, jump hook for 2, gets the roll.
Yeah, and that's the difference between Margareta and Zowie. Zowie really knows how to play the defender. She doesn't force, she really waits for that contact to know where the defender is located.
Well, that's 2 quick fouls on Ellen Nystrom. She was very good. She hadn't played like until yesterday. Only carrying a little injury that they tried to protect. And was very, very effective coming off the bench against France. The 2 quick fouls is really going to affect the rotations that Sweden would want to put out on the floor. Riaku in the half court gets the ball screen and has to reverse the ball. Suarez gets down the middle, needs a pass, finds one. Veslina for 3 is long. And that's a box out by Eldebrink, and Zowie gets the rebound stat, but her team, just every single one of them boxed. Eldebrink to the middle and kicks. Zowie again outside. This is when they struggle, Teresa, isn't it? When they get into a half court, it all gets a little bit one-dimensional. And this is the dimension. Zowie for 3 is fouled and will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, and this is the 4th game at this tournament, and you have to ask the question, why now Zinka Melnika is dropped down in the middle of the paint when Zowie is on the 3-point line. Zowie shoots so far 54% from 3s at this tournament, and she's gonna take that shot. And she can be lucky she didn't hit this 3 and 1.
Well, drops the first of the free throws. And this first 6 minutes has flown by here. And that's down to Swedish tempo.
Yeah, and I can only agree with you, Mark, that the Swedish side really likes to, and it suits them to play quick and get some quick action out of that, let's say, slow move of the defensive players to come back. But as soon as they start to play 5-on-5, that's not as effective.
Substitution. Binta Delame comes in for Sweden. I mean, they started this tournament with a lot of confidence in Clara Lindqvist, and we both liked her a lot in the early games, but she seems to have struggled, should we say, with it. Maybe the intensity of the competition. Still think she could be a key factor in today's game.
Yeah, I think for her it's a great learning experience this tournament because she has had excellent first games And then obviously the other games, when the intensity and aggressivity defensively raised up, she has struggled with keeping the rhythm of the game for Swedish side.
Selena, as we keep saying, with the various changes to the roster, is so vital to Latvia, as Braveri does not get the through the job, but Malinka going up, left hand off the glass, tough move, doesn't get the drops out, we just owned it on the board. And I think that's called, your hand has just been caught with a cookie jar. And Elderbrink will inbound. Had a career night in her Swedish international history last night, 18 points. She wasn't even aware of it, to be fair. I think about 3 or 4 of the press told her before the press conference, but all she was worried about was today and how well they played yesterday. Lloyd going to work, far side of the ring, gotta love it. Got to love it.
Yeah, Lloyd has been using her athleticism right now against the bigs of Latvia. So far, she has been averaging only 7 points, playing 25 minutes. But I think Coach Gomez really put the trust into her in today's game.
Ulrika goes up with the jump hook, gets her own rebound, tries to find a little angle. Misses the next hook shot, Elderbrink. And Lloyd is just in a different place. She is in a different place. Carlos Lloyd goes to 8 points personal in the first 7 minutes of the game and has ignited Sweden to a 16-8 advantage. Timeout for Latvia. And we've been waiting for Carlos Lloyd to be athletic. That's a phenomenal start by her.
Yeah, that's absolutely something we haven't seen so far, 8 points. And you know what, I think sometimes if you get the trust from the coach to go to starting 5, especially in an important game like this, it can really boost your confidence. And I think Lloyd at the moment is killing it, and it is a key factor because Latvian defense can't cope with that athleticism after a few screens creating mismatches, so she then attacks the bigs of Latvia. I think definitely Latvia needs to stop that quick breaks, and I think Swedish side heard us Mark saying that we really like them to play quick ahead, and now again it was quick to offenses, quick to 4 points, so I think they really need to keep running that floor.
Kā jau teiks, Karlis pagājis, Roks pagājis, kad uzbruk pretinieks taisnam troksni. Šobrīd tā starpība nav lielajā skalā, vēl ir gana daudz, bet acīm redzams, ka 6:44 būtu daudz vieglāk. Iedod mazliet enerģijas mūsu zemē.
Here we see this, just a confirmation of our 8 points, shooting 4 out of 6 on the field for Lloyd. Great first quarter.
Well, Lloyd's come up there, Bremar's come up with a steal and settles for the long jumper and knocks it down. That's the way to come off the bench.
Absolutely, and that's not the way.
And another turnover. Sweden all of a sudden are just dominant. Gary to the corner, gets it back. Gary lines up the 3, is long. And somehow Latvia dodged that bullet. Iliaku, as she has done so far in this tournament, off the glass, doesn't get the roll, looks at the official and asks. And get absolutely no response. Lemi going inside, needs a pass, and they call the travel. And they should not worry about that. They are going to have some turnovers. They're going to have some travels. But it's just the benefit far outweighs the risk.
Yeah, absolutely. That's nothing I can add to this, because obviously when you play a quick game, you have to count on that you're going to have some turnovers. Now it's up to them just to control how many, and if they're going to have them in a row, or they're going to really control the rhythm of their offense.
Iliaku gets to the top of the D, moves it on. Solnay will get the ball screen. She's been so good coming in and making quick contributions. Can't get the drop. Great rebound by Stratmanio. Goes back up. When it's not going your way, you have to outwork your opponent, and Stratmane definitely did that. Frida Elderbrink gets Sweden into the half court, which is not really where she wants them to be. Stops, fires up to 2, and just flat out knocks it down, but she's rolled her ankle. I think she came down on the foot, and that is just going to be devastating. Elderbrink's tough. She does not stay down. Everyone wants to get her up. I'm not so sure. She wants to put weight on it. She's going to walk out. I think it was a simple roll of the ankle. She'll be back because I hope she's back because she's started so really, really well. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad because she stayed down, which was the concern.
Yeah, you always need that moment to even realize how serious that is or not. But the fact that she walked away, I'm pretty sure we will see her again.
Salvage checked out of the game. Halverson's back in. Jakubselny again. But again, another player that wasn't really big minutes at the start of this competition, but has really developed her role. Yaku in the lane with a runner is no good. Great rebound. That's just a super rebound.
Yeah, and when you fight with the rebounding position, you do fight before the ball even hit the ring. So you really, Margariti needs to learn and fight for the position when the ball is shot already.
Elderbrink is long with a three. Gary off the glass, can't create the angle and use. Really does need a little bit more upper body strength. Soft touch and the little drop. Nina Slotmani, the Syracuse undergrad. Straight off the bench, straight into the scorer's column. And Sweden take their timeout. And I think they just need to regroup with the Elderbrink injury.
Yeah, it's never too easy to get one of the leaders injured early in the game. Always sometimes the players need a little bit of time to assure them that everything's going to be okay, she's going to be okay, she's going to be back. On the other hand, I think Latvian team right now took that advantage of it and really run the floor. Again, both teams, it suits them when they run and something's going to come out of it. But I think what Latvia really is good at as well is some, let's say, off-ball movement. And when their bigs come in off the screen into the position, I think that's where they're strong at. If you want to play and use your bigs, this has been a great individual action of Stratmane, and I think we haven't really seen Zinka Melnika be in contribution for Latvian offense, and she has been past couple games, and but she's not the player who needs to dribble the ball in the middle of the paint, so that's why you want to open her with some simple screen and let her to cut into her position and just keep the ball high and tip it in.
Well, Sweden after the timeout, almost a little 1-2-2 trap out of the timeout. They took it straight off. They showed it and didn't run it. She's instant. She is instant. And that's the type of game they put on the floor in game one and game two. Well, first half of game two. If you leave them alone, they're shooting the ball.
Yeah, and it's really important that in today's game, these guys like Lloyd and Drama really contribute as well offensively for Swedish side.
Mane trying to find space, gets a little space, can't get the two to drop. Halvorsen will come down with a defensive rebound. Elderbrink puts it up. Does not get the drop, and that will do it for quarter one. Sweden a bit hot. They're 23-14 hot. At the end of one, they have the 9-point advantage over Latvia on the back of these statistics. No one really making anything from the three-point line, but Sweden have just been great at running the ball and pounding it around on the inside. Great start for Sweden. They lead by 9.
Uzdevums jau ļoti vienkārši jāgriež, kas uzgriežas, to esat laimīgi.
Well, welcome back inside the Riga Arena. The Swedish contingent is as big as it's been the whole time. Great traveling group of fans. Both sides of this lower bowl full, so that's another 3,000 plus crowd. The president of the state of Latvia is in the front row, court side. He was here literally cheering his team on when they beat Ukraine the other day. Teresa, this Swedish performance, exactly what we've been, well, pleading for, if that's the right word, because when they run and play expensive basketball, they are a handful for anybody.
Yeah, and